Hello guys, today we're having a look at the Neca, A Nightmare on Elm Street Ultimate Freddy. So this is from part 1. Now, I did do a review on this guy a long time ago, but that was on my old kind of camera, and every old setup and everything. Now, I did get this figure 2015 in April, right before Easter, and I know this came out 2014, pretty much in December. But here's a nice artwork of the box. A quick fact about the box, if I can kind of raise the camera a little bit. Yeah, that picture right there, that's the Part 7 glove, which, you know, obviously they didn't decide to make yet. And this little guy over here kind of looks like the bug from Part 4, and this face is, kind of looks like the face where he rips off the skin, or Tina rips off the skin. So it kind of looks like Part 7 glove. So here's the artwork, this side of the box, the back of the box, and I think the read-up's the exact same as the original. Part 3 Freddy right here, and then the, yeah, everything's the same. And pretty much when you open this, you get a nice image of the figure over here. And again, the red and green over here, and then that nice back, which they did on all these. So I'm not running out of ideas for figures, especially I'm not going to. So if you guys think of that, then yeah. And if you guys want me to do a figure review a day or something upon that line, just comment in one of my videos. And so let's go get upon with this review. So he comes with a couple of accessories, one of which is this alternate hand. Come on, hold on, let me just try and focus. Is this focusing yet? There you go. Most of these are all painted over darkly. The green, because he chops off his fingers, just in that scene. The Tina's mask, which looks very nicely, and these grooves to fit on his face. Kind of stay on in place. The head he comes with packaged, which is kind of my least favorite. I don't really like the detail. It's too painted dark. Kind of looks like the end of the scene after he's been burned again. And then the hat, the fedora. I had to repaint mine black, but you can't tell. This whole area was peeling. And of course mine I've had for quite a long time. So you can expect that. This was pretty much the figure that got me back into collecting. Telephone. And the last alternate head, which is this one. Okay, so now take a look at the figure. Let me get one of my camera extenders. Got a couple of these. Okay. So here's a look at the figure here. Let me just scoot this. There we go. So the figure has a very, very gorgeous head sculpt. That nice kind of, there's a little bit of yellow tint on the camera, but it looks nice in person. Of course, there's nothing really on the back. This is my favorite head sculpt just due to the color they have added. It makes it kind of gory inside of these places, especially on that part of the cheek and everything like that. So I do give Neca a heads up for this figure that it's a thumbs up, so it's great, especially these nasty looking teeth. Everything on this figure just looks great. Then he does have his sweater, his signature sweater, with just only the red. So sorry, I'm shaking just due to I'm laying. I'm using my knees to support my hands on this figure. The back of the sweater. Mine has a little bit of bleeding, as you can see. That's where the line's supposed to stop and begin. And then the hands. Yeah, that's the regular hand. And then, of course, he comes with his glove from the Part 1 film. Looks great. I've actually fixed my warping, but I might redo it again. So let's go ahead and pop on his fedora here. And that's kind of what he looks like with his fedora. You can kind of get his articulation. I'm going to go ahead and go over his articulation and show you the extra pieces he has. So he has a, hold on, let me just focus the far. Okay, he has a ball joint in the neck on the peg. The arms will go out this far of a full rotation. Oops, yeah, mine has a little, let me just pop that back in. Mine kind of has that problem. So does my Sarah Connor. So that'll go pretty far. The elbow will bend about 90 degrees, and then this is on a ball joint as well. Same thing with over here. There is an ab crunch, so you can kind of get that bend you need. And then he has these articulated legs, which I got this far, and I've actually had to glue that, and I guess my glue just fell off due to the glue they use. So they'll go pretty forward, back. He has a rotation too right here and there, and then he has his bend at the knees, and then he has these forward and back shoes, which again, let me go ahead and focus these shoes and stuff. These detail on this figure, just the amount of detail on these, this is pretty much what I feel as if collecting should have been. If we would have had these figures in the 80s, I mean, wow. You know, that'd have been, people would have been wanting these things all the time. So let's go ahead and put on the original head sculpt that he comes packaged in, which I do not like. If I can get it on. Okay, there we go. There we go. You can kind of see that. Kind of a stiffer. Oh no, I guess not. You can kind of see how nasty it looks. I don't really like how it looks and everything. Just, I don't like that. Even with the hat, I still don't like it. It just kind of looks nasty and mean, which kind of Freddy was in that movie in the first film. But what you can do here is you can take the Tina's head and just kind of place it on there, and it stays on there. That's a nice accessory. And I'm going to go ahead and put on the last head sculpt. The last head sculpt, I'll go ahead and put on the alternate hand. This head sculpt I might not be able to get on because due to how hard I've had this figure for a long time. Oh yeah, I don't think I can get it on. I know I need to go get a blow dryer. That's what I've been doing this morning. Oh wait, I got it on. I got it on. Thank goodness. I'm going to go ahead and change out his hand just so I can give you the full package here. Then we'll end the video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do a lot more videos. I do game consoles, old game consoles, game collections, movie collections. If you're already subscribed, you know what I do. And if I kind of just rotate the hand, and I just drop the other hand, I kind of need to fix this other hand he comes with. Just how loosey it is. Yeah, I think it's a little loose today. Yeah. Come on, there we go. You can kind of see that nice. I do like this head sculpt very, very greatly. And then there's that alternate hand. So here's the Neca Ultimate 30th anniversary. Hold on, let me kind of zoom in here. Even zooming in looks gorgeous on this camera. So this is the Neca Nightmare on Elm Street Ultimate Freddy. So yeah, I don't know what I'll put in the title, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Also, don't forget to share with your friends what I do reviews on, especially these guys right here. I can do a review on all of these. That could be my whole first month of reviews. Non-stop review month. So yeah, peace. Thank you guys for watching.